Welcome back to another episode of Mitchell Madness. I'm glad you're here. I want you to come along with me and see what we can find. Now you're probably looking in the background and thinking, this is not a typical spot to find gold, and you're right. Actually, I am in an urban area, and the reason I'm here is because I had heard a story a long time ago, possibly years ago. I do not remember when I heard it. And it was an old timer talking about him finding good gold down in this little creek. So every time I've drove past this spot, I've always wondered, was he right? Is there really gold in this area? Now you can see this urban area. It's basically downtown in a small little town, and there is a little creek that runs through it. So today I'm going to try to find my way down there so I can take a couple pans and see what we find. As you guys can see, I've made my way down. I have found the creek. It wasn't that hard. Google Earth did pay off. I did see this parking lot. It looks like this building is abandoned. So I don't see any no trespassing signs or anything like that. But I did find the creek. It is a little bit different in this urban setting. I'm kind of around the side of the road underneath the bridge. Got to watch out for where I'm walking. Definitely a little bit different from what I'm used to. So let me get down here, get a pan in the water, and see if I can come up with any gold. I think that old timer was right. I do see some washed river rock. This is not just a drainage canal like I'd always thought. When he told me about this, the way he put it was, it's the drainage canal that runs through town. So I'm going to get down here, I'm gonna find a spot and see what I get. All right, look at this wad of debris that has washed down this creek, probably during the last little flood. I think this is a couch. I know basically in this area, they're homeless, do live down in the creek area. It gets them down out of the public eye where they could make camps and things like that. But I've been poking around here and I cannot really find a good place to take a pan. We got lots of roots, lots of packed it in gravel. So I might take a couple little poke around here and there and see if I can turn up any flecks of gold. Yeah, I mean, urban prospecting at its finest. Pan number 2. I don't know if you can see that, but I mean, I got 1, 2, 3, probably 4 little fine tiny flakes, and then this one looks like a little bit of a coarser piece. Now let me bring you in a little closer. Let's check this out. I cannot believe it. All right, you guys, pan number 2. I can't believe it. Actually, maybe that old timer wasn't lying to me. There's a couple nice little pieces in the pan, a little piece of lead, but let me bring you in and show you this. All right, there it is, pan number 2. Got a little piece of gold right there. You can see that piece of lead. I'll put that in my snuffer bottle and get it out of the creek. I got that one little coarser piece. I cannot believe it. So yeah, lots of black sand. I was digging in the roots of that tree. So that just tells you that when gold decides it wants to find a place to hide, it will find its way down in the smallest of cracks, no matter if it's on bedrock or in tree roots, or even sometimes tree moss. Gold finds its way to the lowest point, because gold is really heavy. So that's awesome. I'm gonna take another pan or 2 right here. Like I said, the first pan I took was right out of that little hole. I didn't get nothing, maybe one little piece of stardust. Second pan I took was right here next to my little digging tool. Just dug this little crack out of the roots, and I didn't even get all the material. I think I might get back in there and scrape more of that out. I didn't bring my little sucker tool. I do have a little sucker tool that I should have brought. Maybe I'll come back. Maybe in a couple days I'll come back to this spot and we'll see if we can get more gold. But yeah, right on. I mean, this is not your typical area to find gold. I mean, I'm basically under the bridge, right out of a big culvert. And yeah, like I said, gold is where you find it. And those old timers, you know, they were pretty good at finding gold. So let me get back at it. I'm gonna take pan number 3 and see if we get anything in that pan. You guys, pan number 2, and there we go. A couple little small little pieces, not very much. There was one piece that was in there that was a little bigger, and I went to clean up the pan a little bit more, get some of the black sands off, and I don't know what happened to it. I think I might have panned it out, but you know, that's what happens when you're panning thick black sands with gold. You gotta be really careful. So I might have lost a little piece, but oh well. So I'm gonna keep on going here, or actually I might make my way downstream a little bit. I have found gold up here, which makes me pretty happy. I didn't skunk out for today. So I might wrap this up and let's go explore another area. Guys, I have made my way downstream a little ways. I cannot find another way to access the creek back there, so I've been walking along the road, and I just dropped down here and I found this trail that looks like it's leading down to the creek. Let me show you this. Check this out. All right, well, here's the trail. So yeah, there's the creek. So let's drop down here and see what we see. At this point right now, I definitely looking at a lot of trash. Yeah, down here in this creek, it is really dirty. Like I said earlier, there's a lot of homeless around here. It has been raining, so I don't think there's going to be any camps set up. But yeah, it looks like someone has definitely been down here in the past. Hopefully they haven't got all my gold. Hopefully I can find a good place to dig. But yeah, let me just check this out for a minute and see what we have. But all right, I have made my way back down to the creek. Looks like there's some more bedrock up there. Let's go check that out real quick. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get up there. Let me try to get out here so I can show you this. I just noticed this. Oh, these rocks are slick. Now, right up here, it looks like a natural, I don't know if you guys can see that, but right above that bedrock, all the way across the creek, it looks like a natural little lip, like a little ripple in a sluice box. Man, I bet you that right up there is probably trapped some pretty good gold, man. All right, well, now I've examined this a little bit better. It looks like it's concrete. It does not look like bedrock, but still, it's a man-made, it looks like it could have been maybe an old bridge here or something. I'm not sure. But it definitely is something that could do very well. And yeah, I mean, I think I'm gonna have to do a second trip down here, maybe with my sluice box. This creek, I've known in the last years we've had these big droughts, that this creek is almost dried completely up. I know because I drive in town a lot, and there's other spots you can see from the road, and it's was bone dry. So before we go into another drought season, I'm gonna get my sluice box down here and dig up under that shelf. That is awesome looking. I don't know, maybe if that was done on purpose. Maybe some old miners in the 70s or 80s put that in there, and maybe who knows, so often it floods in here, maybe they'd come down here and they'd dig that out. That's just a natural gold catch, in my opinion. That's awesome. All right, you guys, so right off the bat, I just poking around a little bit looking. I found this little pocket of fractured bedrock with some gravels in there. So got my gold pan out. I'm gonna dig all this material out and see what it has. It's not that compacted. I already dug out a little bit. I'd expect if no one had ever dug that out before, it'd be super cemented in there. So let me dig that out and see what we get. Pan 1, new location. Let's see here. You see a couple little specks down in there. Probably got 4 or 5 little specks of gold. This one little bigger piece. But yeah, I guess there is gold in them there hills. That is awesome. So yeah, pan one down. Let me poke around a little bit and yeah, see if I can find anything better. All right, welcome back in. Let me show you what I've been doing here. So I've been poking around a little bit after that first pan, basically with nothing. Pan 2, nothing. And what I did is I got this little drop off right here in the bedrock. So I took a pan right there. Maybe I'd catch some flood gold on top. There wasn't nothing in there. And I came down here and dug in this little hole off the bedrock again. That's pan number 4. I don't know, I'm losing track. Found glass in there. Looks like an old glass measuring cup. So yeah, you gotta be careful. Luckily I was wearing gloves. It is pretty rounded off, so you can tell it's been traveling down the river for a minute. But I'm looking around and I see this pocket over here. And so I got over there to take a better look at it. And you can tell that things have changed. It's let me bring it in here and show you. It was really red and rusty. Had a super red, rusty look at it. And yeah, I got a little bit excited. Took a real quick scrape of the rock there. There wasn't much material. The bedrock is right there. And yeah, got a couple nice little flakes again. Not much, but it is something. So that tells me that there is gold even down here in this area. So let me bring you in and show you what I got. All right, here it is. Again, see if we can focus in. These a couple little nice little flakes. One little chunkier piece. And check this out. This is pretty cool. I found a penny. Yeah, here's that penny. Now it is mangled. This penny has seen better days. It has definitely been down the river. I mean, it is shredded. I haven't tried to get a date off it, but it does look modern. It's definitely a Lincoln. But man, that thing is tore up. But that's pretty cool. You can see Lincoln upside down there. But right on. All right, well, I'm gonna hit it again. I'll get right over there and dig out some more of that rusty layer material, and hopefully we get some bigger pieces. Second pan in the rust layer. I think this is the best pan so far. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, it just, gold is falling out of that. That's pretty nice. I saw a couple more little flakes in the black sand, but man, this area definitely has some fine gold. It's not the biggest pieces I've seen, but it's definitely pretty nice. All right, you guys. Well, I probably took 4 or 5 more pans up there, and it was all about the same. Every single pan had 3 or 4 nice little flakes of gold in it. So I've made my way back downstream a little bit, just exploring and checking things out. And I found something super interesting right here. I'm gonna bring you in and let you check this out. All right, now here's where I decided, as I'm walking along, I find this real black, compacted rock. It's almost like cement. And I'm not sure if maybe if this is sometimes someone had a fire right here. It doesn't smell burnt. And all around this it's probably hard for you guys to see, but it's got this real red rust layer. I mean, this is super compact. And you know, most of you guys know that where you find that cemented gravel, you know you're in an old tissuary stream bed. So I'm gonna do some poking around right here, and I actually already did one pan out of this hole right here. It's got that black look, real rusty black layer. You see in there, just it's got that real rust, and it is pretty compacted. One pan, and I'll show you what I got. All right, well, here you go. You know, same story. Little specks, little tiny flakes of gold. They're not quite flakes, but they're not as fine as some of that flour gold stardust. It's like in between. But either way, I'm gonna get my snuffer bottle and snuffer this stuff up. And if you guys can see, I mean, this place is just trashed. I mean, I don't know what to say about it. You know, I think I might be right in the middle of an old homeless camp. I'm not sure what to think about this, but I'm not here to look at trash. I'm here to find gold. So I'm gonna keep going right here and see if anything else turns up. All right, you guys. Well, about this point, I was about done for the day. I did take 4 more pans out of this red and black, rusty, cemented area. And wouldn't you know it, the last pan, I pulled the biggest piece out of the day. All right, you guys. Well, I'm out of here. That's it. Have a good one, and thanks for watching.